Welcome back, lottery fans. Today we're going to be doing the 4x4x4 Pick 4 rundown. It's a fairly straightforward rundown. You will need a calculator for this. I'm going to show you the example for 3 different states, and I'm going to run through the rundown for you in each of the states. I'll step you through all the different steps so you know how to actually do the rundown, and then you can go ahead and try this rundown in your state, and of course let me know if it's working for you. Let's go ahead and jump into this. As I said, this is called the 4x4x4 rundown, and as always, as I step into this, you'll start to see why it's called that. So we're going to be starting off tonight with the Kentucky Evening Lottery as our first example, and we're going to go ahead and we're just going to need the one lottery result for this example. We're using our traditional tic-tac-toe board, our Pick 4 tic-tac-toe board. If you want this rundown worksheet, you can definitely go ahead and download it for free from lotterypredictor.com. I'll leave a link below in the description so you have all of that. And we're going to be using our base number from the 6th of March. So the evening lottery, the Kentucky Evening Lottery from the 6th of March. And that result was a 673. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that first result and we're going to fill it out in the top line of our base grid. And then we're going to use the 4x4x4 rundown to fill in the rest of the base grid, and then we'll use our mirror numbers to go ahead and fill in the translated grid over here. So we'll start by filling in this first result we have in the top line here, starting with this first number in the first box, and then one number in every subsequent box from the result until we have 6735 across the top line there. Then we're going to go ahead, and this is why you'll need the calculator. We're going to go ahead and for each line we're going to multiply our initial result by 4, and we're going to multiply the subsequent results as well. So we'll start here and we'll multiply 6735 by 4. So we'll go ahead and put that into our calculator. 6735 multiplied by 4, and that gives us 26,940. And because this is a Pick 4 lottery, we only need these last 4 digits here, the 6940, and we'll fill that in on the next line here. That's supposed to be a 6, not a 9. 6940. Then we're going to go ahead and take that result, 6940, and multiply that by 4. So multiply that by 4, and gives us those last 4 numbers are a 7760. So just these 4 numbers here, which are the last 4 numbers, 7760. And then one more time to make it a 4x4x4, multiplying that result by 4 again. So multiply that by 4, that gives us 1040. 1040. There you go. Now that's our base grid. Now we can go ahead and start filling out our translated grid, and we'll do that using the mirror numbers that we use. As I said, if you want this rundown sheet, the mirror numbers are already filled out down in the bottom here for easy reference. What we're going to do is take each number in our base grid, go ahead and look up the mirror number for it, and copy and put the mirror number in the translated grid here. So we'll start with a 6. Looking up the mirror number of 6 is a 1, so we put the 1 in the box here. The mirror number of 7 in the next one is 2, so we'll put a 2 there. Take it to 3, look up the mirror number of 3, which is an 8, and put the 8 in the next one. And then the 5, the mirror number of 5 is 0. And then we're going to do that for every single line. So we're going to go ahead and take the 6 on the next line. The mirror number of 6 is 1 again. Then look at the 9, mirror number of 9 is 4, putting that in there. And then a 4, the mirror number of 4 is 9. And lastly a 0, the mirror number of 0 is 5. And then we're just going to keep going down, filling in those mirror numbers. 7 is a 2, 7 is a 2, 6 is a 1, and 0 is a 5. And on the last line, 1 is a 6, 0 is a 5, 4 is a 9, and 0 is a 5. So there we go. Now we have our base grid and our translated grid filled out. We can go ahead and start picking our numbers that we're going to want to play. For those of you that have seen my videos before, you know I have a traditional pattern that I like to stick with. I like to stick with the acrosses, so the top left to the bottom right, the top right to the bottom left, and I like the 2 vertical downs in the middle here. You can go ahead and certainly play different patterns. I would definitely recommend looking at past results to see if you can see different patterns in here that you should be following. But for the sake of simplicity, we'll just continue with my traditional pattern. So we'll take this line here and this line here, and then our two central verticals in the base grid. So that will give us a 6960, so 6960, a 5471, 5471, a 7970, 7970, and a 3464. And then we'll go ahead and do the same again, same patterns on our translated grid. Do top left to bottom right, top right to bottom left, and our two vertical middle downs there. And that gives us a 1415, a 0926, a 2425, and an 8919. And there we go. There are four numbers that we can now start playing in the pick 4 drawing in the Kentucky Evening Lottery. One thing I do notice as I look through these numbers, we're definitely seeing a lot of separated doubles. And when I say that, we're seeing, for example, we've got a 6-6, a 1-1, a 7-7, a 2-2, 4-4, and a 9-9. So definitely separated doubles seem to be a very common pattern occurring out of this rundown. So definitely some other ones, that, a pattern that you might want to start looking for in the Kentucky Evening Lottery. So that's Kentucky. Moving on to our next state, we'll do the same rundown again. We'll do the 4x4x4. So we'll go ahead and run through this again so you can see another example. And this time we're going to be using the New Jersey Evening Lottery. And same again, we only need the one result that we're going to go through, and that's going to be for the same date. We're using the 6th of March for that. And on the 6th of March in the evening, we had a 1030. So we'll go ahead and fill that out on the top line of our base grid here, 1030. And then we'll use our multiplication multiply by 4 to go ahead and start filling in these next lines. So we'll take the 1030, multiply that by 4 to get our next line here. So cleaning up the calculator, grab calculators again. 1030 multiplied by 4 gives us 4,120. We're going to take this 4,120, multiply that by 4 again. So multiply that by 4. That gives us 16,480, and as I said, because this is pick 4, we only really care about these last 4 digits because we can't play 5 digits in pick 4. So we got the 6480. We'll put that in this box here. And then one last time, multiply by 4, so we get the 4 by 4 by 4, which is our rundown. And we get 5920. There we have our base grid. Now we can go ahead and we can start to fill out our translated grid using our mirror numbers. Once again, using our simple cheat sheet grid down here, we'll look up the first one, which is a 1. 1 gives us a 6, so we fill in the 6 in the corresponding box in the translated grid. A 0 is a 5, we'll put that there. A 3 is an 8, put that there. And a 0, as we know, is a 5. So we'll just continue to keep going down, filling in those mirror numbers. I'll do this quickly because they're pretty much in my head at this point. Been doing this for so long. So I'll save all the looking up here. But we're just going to keep going down, comparing the individual boxes, finding the mirror number, putting it in there, until we have the complete translated grid filled out. And now the same again as we've done with the last example. I'll go ahead and I'll play my my common pattern that I like to use. As I said, you don't have to use this pattern. You can do straight verticals across if you want, straight horizontals across. You can do straight verticals across. You can even do diagonal zigzags if you like. As I said, I always like to go and look back at previous results if I've got a lot of time, so I can try and find other patterns that are working and play those patterns. But for sake of simplicity, we're just going to use the common ones that I use, which are these ones down here. So for our base grid, we're going to get a 1180. we're going to get a 0245, we're going to get a 0149, and we're going to get a 3282. And then same again, filling out the same patterns, top left to bottom right, top right to bottom left, and the two center verticals on our translator grid. And those will give us a 6635, a 5790, a 5694, and an 8737. And there we have it. Those are 8 numbers that we can now play in the New Jersey Evening Lottery. On to our last state, one more example for you. Just to show you that final example. Once again, it's the 4x4x4. And this time we're going to use the Georgia Evening Lottery. And don't worry if I didn't get to your state today. I do have a huge backlog of states people have been asking for, but by all means leave me a comment below so I know which states you're looking for. I am also looking for some other countries that have pick 4 lotteries and pick 3 lotteries that I can start doing rundowns for those as well. So definitely leave me comments below, and I do read all of those, and I do take account and put in my my frequency chart of how many times they're being asked for, so I know which ones to start doing the rundowns for. So we're going to use the same date, which is the 6th of March. We just need the one lottery result from our Georgia Evening Lottery. Not to be mistaken with the Georgia Night Lottery. There are 3 pick 4 lotteries in Georgia every day. There's the midday, the evening, and the night. We're using the evening lottery. You can definitely use this rundown with any of them. It's just for the sake of this example, I'm using the evening one. And the result on the 6th of March was a 9598. So we're going to go ahead take that result, put it in our top line here, 9598. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply that by 4. So get into the calculator again, 9,598 times 4 is 38,392. We only need these last 4 numbers, so we'll put the 8392 in there. Oops, shouldn't have cleared that out, but I'll add that back in. 8392, and we're going to multiply that by 4. It gives us a 3568. And then one more time, so that we've got the 4x4x4, multiplying that by 4, gives us a 4272. Then switching over to our translated grid again, we can go ahead and use our mirror numbers. If you want to switch up and play the flip numbers, definitely try that. It's always nice to try these rundowns when you're doing the back checking to see if they've worked in previous weeks. Flip between mirror and flip numbers to see which ones are the ones hitting. You can interchange those as you like for these kinds of rundowns. So we're going to take our base grid, fill out our translated grid. So a 9 is a 4, 5 is a 0, 9 is a 4, 8 is a 3, 8 is a 3, 3 is an 8, 9 is a 4, 2 is a 7, 3 is an 8, 5 is a 0, 6 is a 1, 8 is a 3, 4 is a 9, 2 is a 7, 7 is a 2, and 2 is a 7. Simple as that. So a nice fast fill in there. And then, not to break from tradition, we're just going to keep with those same patterns. Top left to bottom right, top right to bottom left, and the 2 verticals down in our base grid here. And that will give us a 9362 and an 8954, 5352, and a 9967. And then in the translated grid, same patterns again. Whoops, daisy. Corner to corner, and 2 in the vertical middle lines. That gives us a 4817 and a 3409, a 0807, and a 4412. And there you have it. That is the 8 numbers that we can start playing in our Georgia evening lottery. And those are the 3 different rundowns for 3 different states that we've got for the 4x4x4 lottery rundown. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe to the channel. And leave me a comment below if you want to see your state or you want to see me do some other kind of rundown. And if you want me to see me do things like Powerball or Mega Millions or Pick 5 or Lotto Pick 6, definitely leave a comment for those down below as well. I'd be interested to see if people want to see those kinds of rundowns too. Thanks for watching, good luck, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.